Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Wednesday, November the 21st. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Whoops, forgot to turn off my, sorry about that, my sound alerts within Trade Ideas. The grunt, let's see, can F. Let's see if what happened on that, just for fun. Can F. Ooh, yeah, big pop here. That's why I got that grunt and the low floaters on the move. Okay, before we do that, any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. I open the room 9 o'clock Eastern time, and that's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at 9:05. I go to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and 3 o'clock on Fridays. There is a promo code for you right now, and it is all in caps. You'll see it in the email. Good Gravy, all in caps. And the promo code is good for a 20% off a first month of our standard, first month of our premium, or the entire year of standard or premium. That promo code will be good until Thursday, November the 22nd, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So now, the market, in case you don't know, you don't live in the States or Canada, the market is closed tomorrow for the U.S. Thanksgiving. It's open half a day on Friday. I will be in the room, and I might even have another promo code for you, okay? So if you want to attend the room Friday morning, it's only open half a day, though, the market. All right, what happened today? Well, actually had a pretty good Holly trade. Fortunately, I got shaken out of it. And probably shouldn't have, but I sort of allowed the market to influence me, the overall market to influence me. This was the alert for CG at 1796. I waited, I didn't get in at 1796. I waited actually for a whole number break. Got in right here at 1802. And I sold at 1822 some. And on this, remember, these are 15-minute candles. And on the way down, I sold at 1809. Now, one of the reasons I did that is you saw what the SPY was doing in this, that first 15-minute candle. So it was kind of, in fact, well, you don't see the true picture. That's a bottoming tail right there. So that means that that was red coming down. So I just kind of thought that, you know what, this is kind of mirroring what the SPY is doing. So I didn't want to hang around it. And had I waited, well, maybe another 5 minutes, I would have still been in it, and still a nice little trade from 1796 to 1855. So actually, Holy Grail has performed extremely well. Only 8 trades. There's risk off. And risk on, I mean, look at risk on. Now, just so you know what that means, risk on at $1,261. What this means is if I had risked $100 on each one of those 8 trades, and I was still in every one of the trades, this is what I'm talking about right there. If I were still in all of the trades, well, look at now, I have to admit, GME may have been tough. That was halted. It may have been tough, so that might be skewing this a little bit. But even if it's just even skewed a little bit, what this means is only 8 trades. Let me back this out again. Now, I'm sorry. So you're still in, even though Holly is out of these trades, that you would keep them. And this is the only one Holly is in as we speak. So let me back this out again. So that's what risk on means. It means basically you're still in every Holly trade. You have not exited when Holly exits. And if you did, you'd still be up $646 on 8 trades, risking $100 a trade. So this one, this particular Holly version, we've got the 3 Holly versions, has performed extremely well today. And I have to admit that overall, people ask me, well, which do you prefer? You know, the original Holly, Holy Grail, I think has really been performing extremely well. You know, I really think it's been performing well. So, anyway, let's get this right here. This one, unfortunately, look at this one. If you want this particular window, the gap down continuation or it's gap continuation or reverse. So what that means is this gapped up. You can see right here, there's the gap. There's where it closed yesterday. So there's the gap. It had earnings after hours. So it gapped up and then reversed. Unfortunately, I did not get in this one. That was just a tremendous one. Now, some kudos are in order. I promised Martin Kudos on the ABIL trade. Now, a lot of people were in this one. We saw this one in the pre-market. I actually did not trade this one, but what I want to really point out is something, not so much the fact that we missed this, but a lot of people would have missed this. But they had news. I think they have bought their major supplier, so that was the news. And they only have 2.5 million shares in the float, so that is the reason why you get some of these crazy moves. You can see on the daily chart that it had moves like that. You know, actually, if I back it out a little bit more, you can see on these days right there, that was last August. Last August, I keep thinking, we're still in 2018. So August the 8th, and then August the 13th. I mean, it had these crazy moves then also. So it's almost, in fact, it's almost up to those levels, or almost got up to that level now. It's pulled way back. But what I want to show you though more is that if you missed this, but what Martin was saying in the room is watch it at the VWAP. The VWAP is 582. So I think he meant right there. Yes. So it popped up, it pulled back, it popped up again, and then it started to pull back. Probably looks you can probably see it better on a 5-minute chart. Let me back this out a little bit more. There we go. So you see how it pulled back and basically right to the VWAP. I mean, the VWAP is at 582, so right about the VWAP, and he was saying watch the pullback, and a lot of people, and then I think he bought it again, and look what it did after that. I mean, just a really nice move from that 580 all the way up to what, 816. So even if you missed this previous move, you know, based on what Martin was talking about, it turned out to be a very nice trade. So kudos to Martin for that. He has a knack for these low floaters. There's no question about it. BECN, have to give kudos to Real a little bit, not so much on the long side. I got into this trade right, what was the, right around here, 32.23. So it had the pop. Actually, I think it was an earnings play yesterday, and it really was moving well, 32.83. So I was, sorry, 32.23. So I was in this one. Sorry, I don't have the, I thought I marked it up, but I guess I didn't. So I got into this trade right here. It pulled back a little bit, and man, did it ever take off after that. My best exit was about $1.50 from my entry. I did sell some along the way, all right? But what I really want to point out is look at that cross. You know, Real and others talk about that cross all the time. Look at the 8 EMA crossing over the 20 SMAs. That's the blue line. That's the orange line is the 8 EMA. 20 SMA. So I just have these on my charts, and so Real was talking about that cross right there. I waited though. I actually, if you look at a 15-minute, I don't know if this now it's getting a little confusing. You look at a 15-minute, you see the 8 EMA on the 15. So I waited for the break right there, and that's when I shorted it. Okay, and so you know I've taken some out. And it's moving around a little bit, but it still looks pretty good. I mean, especially with that red bar ignored right there. We were worried a little bit about the VWAP. Would it stall? 32.44 right there is the VWAP, but it looks like it still wants to take it out. But nice call. Real kind of specializes in these crosses and all. And so it's nice to make money both ways, you know, on the long side and the short side. You know what? That's about it. I had another little trade in here, but QD actually was another one from Holly. I got out flat. I did not like the daily. I'm afraid to look at what it's doing now. Yeah, it's not really. You see, somebody asked, well, people ask me all the time, well, how do you trade, Holly? Well, I looked at this alert. I thought, fantastic. It's a price range I love. It's actually an earnings play. So I had a lot going for it, right near the whole number of 5. But take a look at it on the daily. When I saw this daily, I thought, man, there's a lot of resistance in this area, you know. So even if, and look what it did, it popped up there and it's pulled right back. It really has to get through all that. So I was in that trade at 502, decided to, you know, take it to test it, and I basically got out flat. And I'm still kind of watching it, but you know, you can just see that this one, as opposed to CG, you look at CG, look at the difference. So here's the alert at 1796. You look left, and it has room, you know, 50 cents or so, which is, you know, not bad for a $17 stock. So that to me was the huge difference. That's why I decided I like that one. All right, everybody, I'm going to get back into the room. 1 second, please. Just want to see something this. Okay, so I think that's it. I want to get back into the room. I was kind of watching that VKTX. I've lost my chart. I think it's hidden when I did the pause. Let me just show you what I was looking at though. But it may not give us a trade. I can't find my chart. Anyway, so if you are a U.S. citizen living in the United States, you're an American, happy Thanksgiving to you for tomorrow. And of course, Friday, I will, so the market is closed tomorrow. I'll open the room for the half day on Friday. The market will be closed at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Friday. So have a great Thanksgiving, everybody who is celebrating it. And we'll see you Friday morning.